Hello YouTube. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you, and welcome back to another video. Man, it's been a while since I picked up the camera and I've got a lot to catch up with you guys, and apologies, okay? I've been horrendously ill and I've been traveling, but I'll update you about all of that later in the video. But this video is a pretty hype one. Where's my phone? There it is, because I've got to take you through what's going on today. I've got a high day. I've got my first high day of prep, back-to-back high days, 525 gram of carbohydrates. Now, look, in the back of my mind, it's a little bit scary, right? Eating more food in a prep. I'm 3.5 weeks out, come up to 3 weeks out this Sunday. Mind-blowing. Yeah, absolutely mental. But what I'll do is I'll pop up some check-in photos from this morning, sent over to Tim. Basically, just told him, I was like, oh, look, Tim, yesterday I felt absolutely destroyed. I did not feel very good. You know, my fatigue, don't like that word, but my fatigue was extremely high just in general. You know, my mind, my body weren't functioning very well. But I said it in like a way of like, almost just giving him that information that he needs to make the right call without sounding like I'm complaining and I need something to happen, right? It was just that sort of feedback of like, oh, I felt a lot worse yesterday than I normally do, and I just want to let you know type of thing. So that was really nice just to be able to share that with Tim. I think I've really gotten better at communication with him during this prep, because in all honesty, I've been scared to communicate certain things because I don't want to sound like, you know, I'm complaining during a prep. But then I remember like what I say to my clients and what I expect of them to tell me of the way that they're feeling, all these different things. So, you know, I've done the exact same thing, and he got back to me, and essentially we're doing D-output. So 8,000 steps today and tomorrow with 525 gram of carbohydrates going in both days. So that's a total of 1,050 gram of carbohydrates. And calories wise, I'll pop it all up on the screen as well. At the top over here, you'll see somewhere total calories and macros for this day, and that will be ×2. So the title might be a little bit of a clickbait, so apologies guys for that one. I've got to do it right. 1,000 gram of carb going in 3 weeks out. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan of action. Meal number one's going in now. As well as that, there are a couple other changes, like my training volumes dropped down. I'm no longer doing cardio this prep because it was having a lot of negative effects towards my work, in terms of, you know, I'd do my cardio and then with work I'd be really busy because I'd have to kind of do work and then steps, and it would stress me out a lot. And we noticed every time we pulled out cardio, reduced steps, my body weight just, and I got leaner and leaner. So we've decided to pull it out, which is really nice. But then also I also like cardio, so it doesn't make too much of a difference for me anyway. But trust me, I was very happy when Tim did that. But meal number one, okay, let's get into it, because I know there's so much I need to speak about this video and I don't want to make it too long for you guys. But meal number one on this high day, we have got, it'll be up on the screen as well, 2 large eggs, 100 grams of egg whites, 50 grams of veg, and 125 grams of sourdough. My salt and water are all staying the same. So that's 6 liters of water, 6 grams of pink salt, 4 grams of low salt, which you've just seen me prepare there. I'm just going to open up Tim's chat just to see if there's anything else. So, you know, he told me to go do my AM steps, regular AM supplements, two high days and the output. And then as of Sunday, we're going to be dropping the hammer as of food wise. So food's going to get really low, even though it already is low, but even lower. 520 carbs, no changes to PEDs, salt or fluid. Steps 8K, just digestion walks, please, after every meal. So after every meal, I will do a 5 to 10 minute walk just to not overdo it as well. Post-workout shots today and tomorrow, with visuals tomorrow. And then from Sunday, we will pull down aggressively to top up before and then. Okay, so that's kind of the plan of action. I've got 1.5 grams of my total salt mixture here, and I've prepped all the food already. And I've got to get my rice on in a moment. So I'm actually going to start boiling the kettle for my rice in a moment, because I want to make sure I'm all prepped as well. And also guys, I have a videographer coming to film my session today, my push and arm session. So that will be another video for you guys to look forward to. It'll be professionally filmed. Really excited for it. So shout out to you, Carlos, if you're watching this, mate. Really excited to have him. He just messaged me saying he'd like to film, and you know, he's relatively, not, I wouldn't say new to the industry, but he kind of wants to make his name for himself. And I said, you know what, that would be fucking sick. Let's get you coming along, mate. So yeah, that's what we've done. But there we are. Right, I'm yapping way too much. 100 grams of egg whites, 2 large eggs. As you can see, I'm excited for a bit more food. Smoked paprika and dill as my seasoning of choice. And then we shall be going with 50 grams of tomato. Normally tomato is what I do with this meal as well. So that's exciting stuff. Boom, lovely stuff. Get that back in the fridge. And also guys, another thing, I'm moving into my new flat in 2 days time. So it's really messy in here. So apologies for that as well. Really got to get myself organized. And then inside of here, we have got my sourdough. We got 125 grams of sourdough, all ripped up nice. I've not seen this much bread in a long time. So that's really, really weird, but I'm just gonna double weigh it after it's cooked just to make sure I'm not sort of missing out on anything. Well, it says 110 grams now, but realistically it's been dehydrated a bit, so that's absolutely fine. What I'll do is I'll just pop that to the side for now. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt on top of these specific eggs because we gotta have some salt on the eggs. And I'm gonna leave the rest of that salt to put on the sourdough itself. Now, condiments of choice. We've got this buffalo blue cheese by Taste Flavor Co. Really enjoying it, but I use it very sparingly. Like I put 1 drop on each of the tomatoes just because it tastes really nice on the tomatoes. And then in terms of the actual eggs, I use my standard tomato ketchup and I limit my sauce for this meal to 15 grams. There we are. So that's 14.5 grams total. Very low calorie sauces. As well as that, I will be taking my morning supplementation, which I've already taken the most of it, but this is like the health supplementation side of things. So that's around, I think 15 tablets. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful stuff. I have started cracking on with check-ins already. I think I'm like 9 through. And I've got another 10 to go, so 19 on Fridays, and it is currently 7:55 a.m. I went on a nice old walk this morning as well. I was up very early this morning. My bedtime's getting earlier and earlier and earlier, or my wake-up time. And then also, Lazo and Harry, both a week and a half out, mind-blowing, looking absolutely immense. Very exciting stuff. But yeah, that is my meal number 1, guys. We have got all of that sorted. 125 sourdough, 100 egg whites, 2 large eggs, 50 grams of 50 grams of ketchup, 50 grams of tomato, and then the rest of the salt will be going on that in just a momento. So yeah, other than that, I shall catch you for the pre-workout meal. I'm actually gonna have to go to the shop to get a squares bar for one of my meals, and I want a Monster really bad, and I don't have one, and the corner shops were shut on my walk because I went way too early. But yeah, gonna crack on with the check-ins, waiting for the prep boys to send them over because that is a priority. But yeah, other than that, hell yeah, what a beautiful start to the day. Right, everybody, it is time for the pre-workout meal. After this, I'll sit down and kind of chat to you guys about what's happened over the last coming days and give you a little bit of an update. Also, apologies if you can see some shit on my lip, is because whenever I'm ill, I get really bad cold sores every single time. I haven't been ill in ages. Obviously, I was a little bit ill, not obviously, but yeah, and the cold sores have come in. But I'm gonna take you through my pre-workout meal and kind of what I've done and how I'm going about this high day and what I really emphasize for my clients, who especially the ones that are on prep, because high days, a lot of people, and I've made this mistake in the past as well, and I'm not wearing a top because the top is beige and I already spilt a bit of ketchup on it, so I'm not trying to do that again. I managed to wash it off. But essentially, high days are there for strategical glycogen replenishment, reducing diet fatigue, like making you feel better in general, right? It's not there for, oh my god, I want to feel stuffed, I want to volumize the hell out of my high day, right? Because all that's going to happen, you're going to fuck up your digestion, you're going to wake up the next day bloated, you're going to feel shit, nutrients wouldn't be updated, they wouldn't have been partitioned properly, just because you've got so much fluid and stuff flowing around your body, right? So what I have done, and I'm making a conscious effort for all of my meals today, is to make them as low as volume, right? Low volume as possible. So for example, with my rice today, that is 125 grams worth of rice, raw weight, cooked weight. I don't know how much it is exactly, but I've just measured it out. But what I've done when I made my rice, I've got the second batch in there. Normally I do a 1 to 3 because I'm deeper in a diet, so it adds a little bit more volume. But because today's a high day, I've gone for a 1 to 2 ratio. And if it was show day, I'd probably do like a 1 to 1 or a 1 to 1.5 or peak week even, just because I want this to digest as well as possible. So that volume is already down. Same thing as my cream of rice. I'm going to make my cream of rice before I go to the gym as well. Inside of here, we've got 125 grams worth of raw weight chicken, obviously cooked. And then we're going to be using some tomatoes and beetroot. The reason I'm using tomatoes for this meal too is because I know it digests really easily in my stomach. It does not sit weird, and ultimately that's what I want to emphasize. And I'm gonna get, nope, I'm not having that because I've got something else. So I'm going to tell you what this meal specifically is. It's 125 chicken breast, 125 white rice, and this is all raw weight, 50 grams of beetroot, 50 grams of non-starch veg, and 10 grams of peanut butter. So let's get to whipping it up, right? Everything's kind of been heated up just a little bit. So the rice, first and foremost, voila. I'm just going to mix it all together just because that's how I like it and that's how I enjoy it the most. Now, in terms of tomatoes, we're going to be doing 50 grams of tomatoes as well. So let's get that zero out and pick them out. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 42 grams. One more. 50.8, perfect. That 0.8 is going to make me absolutely soaking wet today in terms of, I spilled chicken breast all in here, just heated it up. I pre-cooked it yesterday, so it's in there. I don't know if you can see, there we are. Boom, lovely, lovely stuff. So that's 125 grams worth. And then also we will get a little bit of the beetroot going in as well, which is just 50 grams. And I always have that 50 grams in my pre-workout meal, hence why Tim has kept it in. But if you removed it, wouldn't really bother me at all. It's just a bit of beetroot in all honesty. But let's get that all moved over. So that's 29 grams. Got to be on top of it. No missing here, guys. I mean, look, the more accurate you can be, the more it helps out your coach, right? So I've just had Lazo, for example, today check in, week and a half out. Nothing's changed, just a few of his steps manipulation. Like we're quite literally manipulating steps on a daily basis. Both of them have got cardio out because right now we're trying to reduce inflammation, fatigue, so that we can load them properly leading into the show. That's my number one priority with that. But he's got no changes in terms of his diet today. Whereas Harry, he's got a rest day today. And I'm going to be giving him 250 grams of carb going in today because I'm not going to be giving him any extra food Saturday or Sunday. At least that's the plan, so that we can be a little bit more depleted. Like deplete the muscles through the session and then start linear loading him as of Monday. But also, I always say to them, low volume foods, guys. This isn't to fill you the fuck up. It's to play a strategical tool towards your prep, all right? So those are the main mixtures there. Now on the side over here, I will weigh out my salt. For this salt, my salt staying the exact same as I normally do. So 1.5 in the first meal and it's 3 grams in this meal here, which is absolutely perfect for before the gym. Nice old pump, and I will be taking a lovely scoop of Perform non-stim pump as well with a scoop of glycosize. So there's all my salt for this specific meal. Now all I'm going to do, I'm not even adding any seasoning. You guys know I don't add any seasoning into these meals anyway, so you know it doesn't matter whatsoever. I really don't need it. It tastes just exactly the same for me, and my food focus is absolutely zero this diet, even though my food is low. Yes, I'm hungry, but I have no fixation on food whatsoever, and I ain't trying to change that whatsoever because it's a lovely and very refreshing feeling as well. And I'd recommend for you guys as well, just when you're dieting, when you're doing these types of things, right, don't focus too much on the food, because what you're doing, you need to have that feeling of hunger, that feeling of, you know, wanting to over volumize things. It's a natural response, but all it's doing is it will set you up for failure in the long run unless you can manage it properly. And trust me, it's a lot easier if you just say to yourself, fuck it, I'm gonna suck it up a little bit and just crack on. I promise you, right? No seasoning, but still tastes banging. Thank God I'm not wearing my top. Right. Can't be leaving any carbohydrates in the pan. Right, okay. Anyway, let's get the rest of this meal. Now, on my rest days, I used to always have my peanut butter and sriracha combination, but Tim removed the peanut butter from my rest day. So this is the first time I'm having peanut butter and sriracha in a long time, which I'm very excited for. But also, I'm going to use a lot less sriracha than I'd normally use. When I say a lot less, it still was very little. I'm talking 5 grams I'm going to do today, but I normally do 10, right? But then also 10 grams of this peanut butter, just got to make sure I'm accurate with it and I don't muck it up. I'm going to do half with peanut butter, half without. Actually, do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it all on top. And by the way, this probably looks like it's more than 10 grams, but I've told you guys before, if anyone's going to cheat on their diet, it's definitely not me. So you got to believe me here that this is 10 grams. We're on 8.8 at the moment. It's a little bit more. Perfect. That one, no, it's gone to 9. Come on, man. 9.3. Lovely. There we are. 9.6. That will do. And then get the old sriracha on here as well. Just a little bit of a drizzle, because the peanut butter and sriracha combination, guys, you know how good it is. Well, if you haven't tried it, you don't, but I highly recommend. There we are, 5 grams exactly. That's how I want it. So yeah, that is the pre-workout meal all sorted. I'm gonna eat this and really make sure I'm chill, taking my time. That's another thing when you're eating your food, especially on a high day. I am making sure that I'm thoroughly chewing each meal. I'm not rushing through it like eating everything at once. I'm gonna sit down, put on a YouTube video, kick up my feet, eat this, go on a 5-minute walk and take it from there, all right? So I might actually catch you guys after the post-workout meal when I give you a little catch up, because I don't want to have to rush things, and I'll be slowly getting back to messages from clients as well. So yeah, I don't want to have to rush myself. But anyway, right, the pre-workout meal going in, I'm going to be picking up Carlos, the cameraman, to film the session at just before 12 o'clock, and then we train. And also, can't forget, as always, I have a monster pre-workout, so I'm going to keep that in the routine as well, just to keep everything predictable, and I fancy a monster too. So yeah, that is the pre-workout meal. Beautiful stuff. Catch you guys when I am back from home, and I'm probably taking you from post-workout shots, which hopefully look sick. Hello YouTube, we are back and welcome to the post-workout mealtime. But before that, I want to give a massive shout out to my client Lazo. Lazo, I fucking love you, mate. You have truly made my whole week, bro. Like, I'll show you guys now. So Lazo is on prep. He's a week and a half out, and he sent me a little gift. He said, Mikey, there's something that's been delivered for you. And on the front, it says, Mikey's prep supplies. Hope this helps. A little smiley face. Mate, it's definitely going to help more than a little. And let me show you what he got me. Honestly, Lazo, bro, thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. This is why I love what I do, man. The people I get to work with, I'm truly bloody blessed, man. We got a Starbucks vanilla flavor syrup with sweetness. There's a sugar-free vanilla syrup, the Starbucks one. How insane is that? And then also, on top of that, Lazo knows me too well, man. Too bloody well. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're joking. 4 Starbucks espressos. Hold on. Oh my God, he even got me blonde roast. Lazo, how do you know I love the blonde roast the most? What the fuck? Mate, I love you. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm so gassed. Honestly, I'm getting a bit of goosebumps opening that. Lazo, mate, thank you so much, bro. And this is why, you know, with my clients especially, a lot of people say, look, don't build relationships with your clients. It's a coaching client relationship. Hell nah, screw that. I love all my clients so goddamn much. And this is why I am so privileged and honored to be in the position I'm in, because people, not only do I respect them loads, but in a sense, they show that respect back. And I don't expect it, but when I get small things like this, and I don't expect any of my clients to do this whatsoever, please don't, guys. But just having something as small as that, man, honestly, makes it all worth it. Every single bit of it worth it. But anyway, Lazo, love you, mate. I'm going to pop up some post-workout visuals on the screen here. Relatively happy, in all honesty. I'm not going to be a negative Nelly. The session went good. The first bit of it went pretty well. However, after that, I just felt all the carbs fading away. I felt burnt out. I was trying to really keep up for the YouTube video as well. That was probably a part of it, but massive shout out to Carlos as well. You guys just wait for this video to come out. It's going to be a bloody masterclass. I can promise you that much. It's probably one of the best videos on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm very gassed for you guys to see this, because he has absolutely smashed it. Some sick angles, some sick footage. We got loads and loads of posing clips. The videos or photos you'll be seeing here is off of just my camera in the posing room, standard posing room. And he got some really cool ones, but my legs feel so heavy after all that posing. But hey, it's a part of it. And I've sent my post-workout shots to Tim as well. So I think he's literally just replied. He said blown with 3 laughing faces. So that's quite a cool thing to hear. But in all honesty, look, I didn't really like the look, but it's okay. Not negative Nelly over here. I'm going to be nice and positive, because what does that negativity do? Nothing. I'm still ticking out for every single box, and I'm still getting shit done. Got to take my supplementation with this meal too. Standard supplements that you guys have heard me say a million times. Almost just died on camera there. Anyway, going back to it, that can go away. It's actually time for the post-workout meal. So you guys stay tuned for that video, because it's a banger, all right? Inside of here, we have got 150 oats made with cream of rice made with a 1-to-3 ratio, okay? So normally I do a 1-to-4 or 1-to-5, brought it down to 1-to-3. It's 150 grams of oats. Well, oats, cream of rice. I normally have oats post-workout. And then we've got 100 grams of fruit in there as well, blueberries and strawberries. And then We've got a squares bar to accompany that, a marshmallow squares bar, and 30 grams of whey drip, which I've gone for cookie dough flavor, and the cream of rice flavor, we've gone for a mix of salted caramel and vanilla cream because I fancied it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What I'll do is I'll give you guys a good old taste test of this. We'll get a bit of the residue whey drip on the spoon, get a bit of the cream of rice too, and give you guys a good old taste test. I'm dropping it already. Oh, I'm excited for this. Here we go. That is the spot. Nice and cold. I made it before I left the gym because I did have a feeling that it was going to take a little bit longer because I'm filming, and I've came back at 2:30. Perfect timing to eat this meal. I ate my first meal just before 8 a.m. Second one at 11 a.m. This one at 2:30. Next one will be between 5 and 5:30, and the last one between 8 and 8:30. Beautiful stuff. But that is going to cover the post-workout meal. Just got back to all clients as well. Everyone's chilling, and I'm gonna eat this and really just go for a 5-minute walk, digestion walk. And then I'm going to chill out for half an hour before I crack back into work, because I've got 2 consultation calls at 4 p.m. and at 6 p.m. So I wanna make sure I'm in a good mood there, which I will be always. And then I can get back to working. I've got one more client to set up for today as well, for tomorrow morning that is. Well, yeah, other than that, I'm going to scan on this. Guys, I will catch you in the meal number 4, which I'm excited for. It's a bit of a different one. You won't believe it, guys. I almost forgot that I'm recording a full day of eating on a high day today, and I was starting to plate it up. I'm like, shit, I haven't recorded this meal. But I remembered, all right? So what we've got inside of here, all right, it's a pretty mixed meal, which I've never had anything like this before. I mean, it's not too weird, but what we've got inside of here, all right, we've got, once again, 125 grams of raw weight jasmine rice, okay? We've got 100 grams of veg this time, and I've just done carrots because I know carrots really, well, they digest very well with me. So it's something that I know isn't going to sit heavy in my stomach, like maybe broccoli and cauliflower might do when I'm eating more food. I just don't want to take that chance. I know the carrots always sit really well, especially from last prep as well. Can't leave any ounce of rice on the carbs, all right? So that is that. I'm going to pop that in the sink so I can actually soak it a little bit in a moment. Now, as well as that, on the side, we've got 100 grams of frozen fruit, which is a strawberries blueberry mix from Sainsbury's, as you guys know. And then I need to get my spoon, which is in the other room, so let me grab it. And I am back, my trusty old spoon. Yes, I'm using the same spoon for pretty much every single meal today. Do I care? Absolutely bloody not, because it's my favorite spoon. We all have our favorite spoon, right? So the salt's been added in there, 3 grams for this meal as well. And then we have got, yet again, you guessed it, peanut butter. I'm very excited for this, if I'm honest with you. I'm hungry again, so that's nice. My digestion feels absolutely spot on. No bloating or anything along the lines whatsoever. If anything, my stomach feels more empty than it normally does, which is a weird feeling. It's actually quite nice. It just means I'm digesting the food really well. I'm not overdoing it. The low volume is sitting really good as well. Perfect stuff. So that's 9.7 grams. And you guys already know a little bit of sriracha will be going on. And when we say a little bit, we are limiting it to 5 grams. And that's all it's going to be. Let's make sure we don't go over. There we are. Perfect. 15.1 total with the peanut butter and the sriracha, so maybe a little bit more, but that's okay. And that is the meal. Let me just double check, because I do get confused in myself. Let's see, yeah, 125 rice, 125 beef mince, 100 veg, 100 fruit, 10 grams of peanut butter. Beautiful stuff. This is actually more calories than my final meal of the day, which, hey ho, the final meal of the day is more cream of rice, but it's going to be really low volume, so it's not going to hit the spot like it normally does, and I'm not having an Ninja Creamy on a high day. But there we are. There is meal number 4, all sorted for you guys. Also, wrapped up a consultation call with Carl. So Carl, if you're watching this, shout out to you, mate. Signed up, joined the team. Welcome, bro. And he's going to be competing in 2028 as a junior natural bodybuilder. So really excited seeing the competitive roster of athletes build up as well. And especially when, you know, they're coming and they're serious about it. It's like, you know, I actually want to get this shit done. I'm in it for the long run. It's one of the best things a coach can hear, because, you know, it's cool seeing someone transform in 3 days, right? 3 months, sorry, a 3-month transformation. But that doesn't mean anything, right? Yes, you get them to a goal, but if they leave and they go right back to where they were, it doesn't mean much, right? And it's not as fulfilling. Whereas where you have someone who you take them through a journey and it actually changes their life for the better, No better feeling than that, I promise you. But anyway, I'm gonna eat this, guys. I've got another call at 6 o'clock. It is currently 5:20, so I'm gonna eat this. I've got another call at 6, and then I've got a onboarding to do. I've got form feedback to get back to, and then I've got one late check-in to get back to as well. So after that, I should be relatively chill. But yeah, steps-wise, I mean, I'm a little bit over my steps. I'm on 8,700, so I'm probably not gonna do many walks after these meals, just maximum 5 minutes, and cap it out there because my legs are hurting quite a lot, and they feel really, really heavy, and especially with posterior day coming up tomorrow, then that's that. All right, so I'm gonna eat this, catch you in the next meal. I'm pretty sleepy. Also, I've set up my AC, my portable AC unit, and it's sticking out my window. I don't know if you guys can see. Right, the flat is messy. Okay, I'm moving out in 2 days time, but can you see it? There we are. There it is. It's sitting there in all of its glory, and that is gonna do me absolute wonders. It already is. It's a fucking cheat code. Highly recommend. Yes, they're expensive, but well worth the investment. Right, catch you in the final meal. Okay, before we get on to meal number 5, the final meal of the day, which I will be eating in around half an hour, I wanted to kind of give you guys an update of what happened over the last few days as well, because I did promise it to you guys, and essentially nothing crazy, okay, nothing absolutely mental, but body weight wise, right? Let's start off with body weight, okay? Since the last time you saw me, I think was Tuesday, was the last time I filmed a video for you guys, and that was last Tuesday. No, it must have been Thursday. I think it was a little bit later after that, somewhere along that, okay? But in terms of body weight, right? Start of last week, Monday, okay? So the 18th of May, I was 85.2 kilograms, okay? Bearing in mind, my average that week was week before 84.08, so, you know, I was teetering between the high 84s to the sort of mid 83s, a high 83s, so it was kind of floating between there. Woke up Monday 85.2, had D output for 3 days in a row. So we went from 85.2 to 84.45 to 84.3, and then I went, and then this is now Thursday, 84.3 on a rest day, back to normal sort of routine, cardio, etc. Then to 3.2, then to 82.95, okay, and that's the day that I traveled over to see Tim, etc. So that's when I had my in-person check-in. I was 82.95, had no cardio that day because it was a Saturday. Then as of Sunday, still did my cardio, but I woke up that morning with a massive new low of 81.55. So that was pretty much 3.75 kilos dropped in 1 week, or almost a full 4 kilos dropped in 1 week. And as of, I think it was Saturday, I started feeling really ill, or maybe even Friday. Not sure what was going on there, but felt really ill, blocked nose, headache, felt really weak, felt really lethargic. And then I saw the PCA Universe on Sunday. That was a rest day. That was really nice. Spent it with some great company as well. You know who you are. It was absolutely amazing, with a few friends and a few people that I've met for the first time. And quite frankly, it was one of the best weekends I've had of my life. Like, really enjoyed myself. And then as of Monday, stayed in Nottingham from Saturday up until Wednesday. So everything was obviously just as normal, training in some cool gyms, etc. But then woke up the next day 82.2, 82.1, then 82.2, then as of Wednesday 81.3. Okay, so that was my lowest weigh-in of prep as of yet. 3 days ago, 81.3. And we did D output again on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, 6,000 steps, but also cardio has been fully removed. So I'm not doing cardio anymore this prep. Fingers crossed, Tim, if you're watching this, please don't add it back in, because it makes my job so much easier not having to do that crazy amount of cardio fasted. I'm joking. If he told me to do it, I'm doing it anyway, but it just helps a lot with work, big time. Just being able to make sure I'm on top of my clients who are as well on prep, where they're checking in really early as well. So it's not like, oh, I'm on the cardio machine, they've messaged me, I'm like, fuck, I've got to run back to the flat, right? So that works really, really well, but we still managed it anyway. This morning then woke up at 82.7. So no, sorry, Thursday woke up at 81.3, had a rest day yesterday, normal steps, no cardio, lower food, woke up a kilo heavier. So, and I felt awful yesterday. Obviously the heat's going to play a big part of it too, but I was dragging, felt psychologically drained. I told Tim, as I told you guys at the start of this video, but it was like, I didn't want to tell him for him to do something about it. It was more the case if I just wanted it for him to have data, I would have cracked on, did cardio, did this if he needed to. And then this morning he said high day. So it's been my first high days of prep. Plan is to have another high day as of tomorrow. So we'll see what Tim says. Maybe he'll say we're not doing it, which I'm okay with. with, or he says we have more food, same food, whatever it is, I'll wait, and it's posterior day tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, there was a bit of an illness. I was in Nottingham spending time with some amazing people and an absolutely brilliant time. I think it's the first time I've been away and, you know, in a different environment, different routine. And I can truly say that I was relaxed for the first time in probably over a year and a half, because being away from my work environment and stressing about, you know, with my clients, making sure I'm on top of it for them, because that's my number one priority. I really do get anxious about it, and I don't like being out of my own little bubble. But being away with, you know, the people I stayed with in Nottingham, it was amazing, and I felt no different, you know, very supportive and, you know, helping me on my prep and stuff and going to the gym with them. It was amazing. I just had a really good time, and it was, I think, a break that I really needed, and it's shown me, and I've proven to myself, I can still have fun in my life and still work just as hard as I normally do. And all my clients were so nice, and, you know, they're all supporting me as well and supporting the boys that are on prep. So ultimately, like, my life is so good, and I'm not saying that in a way to show off. I'm saying it in a sense of the people around me. I'm so grateful for it. So really pick the people around you closely. And, you know, the fact that I get to work, I've said this a lot of times, right? The fact that I get to work with the clients that I get to work with, man, I ain't ever taking that shit for granted, because I love all of them so much. I have such a strong bond with every single one of them. And yeah, it's just an awesome feeling. You know, look what Lazo's done. You know, I'm speaking to the boys every day. I speak to bloody everyone pretty much every single day, and I wouldn't have it any other way, because I truly feel such a tight connection, and making new friends in this industry too, new sort of journeys that might be happening in my life. I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then plan of action for the rest of this week, I will catch up with you guys tomorrow morning and let you know Tim's changes. But I have got posterior on the cards tomorrow, another high day, which maybe I'll film. If nothing changes, I won't film it. And then podcast filming Sunday. Apologies for the delay. We're going to do 2 episodes to make up for it. And then I've got the boys competing as of Friday. So we're traveling out Friday. They're competing on the Sunday. That's next weekend, of course. And then I'm moving house on Sunday now. So they've let me move in a day earlier just to help me move, because it'll be my rest day. So I was like, thank God. But yeah, so busy. After that week, Harry's competing again. And then I'm competing. So yeah, it's going to be pretty mental. I can't lie to you, but hopefully that gives you guys a little understanding of what's been going on. Food is still the same as a baseline. Steps are still 12,500, just no cardio added in. But as of Sunday, food's going to be lowered drastically. So let's prepare for it. All right, no fucking missing. Catch you in meal number 5. And just like that, it is time for meal number 1, meal number 5, the final meal of the day. We have gone for salted caramel perform cream of rice and Dubai chocolate combination, which is absolutely phenomenal. We have got 125 cream of rice. I'm not trying to let the whey drip everywhere. 125 cream of rice, 30 grams whey, 100 fruit, 15 gram dark chocolate, and the final bit of salt, which is 1.5 grams. Let me see if I can give you guys a little bit of a closer view of that one, because I'm sure you're interested. Let's have a little look. Oh, there's the beauty. Oh no, what's going on? Get back down, mate. Come on now. There you are. Have a look at that. Lovely stuff. And guys, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this. I'm going to get myself sorted and situated for bed, throw away the rubbish, because I've got a few bags I've got to throw away, which has got chicken in there, so don't want that stinking up the flat. Other than that, I shall catch you guys in the morning. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and yeah, let's see what the visuals are like. I'll keep you posted. Good morning again, everybody. Hope you're doing well, and welcome back to the update this morning. So I've literally woken up, taken my photos, gone for my fasted walk. So I've done 5,000 steps already, and feedback from Tim has arrived. I'll pop up the photos to the left and the right of me, and I woke up 0.5 heavier, 0.05 heavier than yesterday. So pretty much the exact same weight, which I was relatively happy about. I was hoping to see a big shift in just fatigue. So I was hoping my body weight was gonna hit a new low, because I've had that before after high days. And, you know, with clients and stuff, sometimes you see people soak up the food so well, their fatigue drops off, they feel fantastic, and, you know, new lows or even lower than they yesterday, because I had that 1 kilo spike up yesterday. So I'm still a kilo up, well, like 1.4 kilos up from my lowest, which was 81.3. I'm 82.75 this morning. and that's in kilograms. So yeah, I'm not too mad about it. I wasn't trying to let the scale weight dictate my mindset. I did weigh myself before bed and I was like, oh, I know I'm gonna be up tomorrow. And then I had a dream in the middle of the night where I woke up and I was like 80.7 and I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, yes, hell yeah, new low, gonna have new conditioning. I couldn't tell if it was a dream or not. So when I finally got out of bed, because I woke up at 4:30, I weighed myself and I was like, oh, okay, it's not too bad. It's fine. Just go take the photos and have a look at they are. And in all honesty, with the photos, from what Tim and I discussed, he sent me a nice whole voice note. So it definitely looked sharper, looked fuller, because body weight didn't move. My body definitely did need it. I still feel pretty battered. I haven't told him that, but I do feel pretty annihilated still, like very, very low energy and lethargic. But that's a part of prep. It just is. There's nothing I can change about that. And that's okay. That is completely okay. But today, plan of action is a complete repeat of yesterday. So 1050 gram of carbohydrates going in again. No changes to anything. Steps will be the same. So 8,000 steps, 6 liters of fluid, 6 grams of pink salt, 4 grams of low salt. And it's a posterior day, which is the most challenging session of the week, paired with leg day as well. So that will be a hard one, but I'm all for it. No videographer, so I can kind of just lock in and zone in. Plan of action for me today is obviously prep boys. I'm waiting for them to send their check-ins in. I've got some form videos and I've got 3 clients to set up for tomorrow, which is really exciting because onboardings and setting up and program is one of my favorite things to do. I bloody love it because every individual is so different. You get to kind of use your creativity, look at their physique. Oh, what do I want to improve? Okay, these are the pieces of equipment they told me they like. These are the foods they told me they like. And you just create like a piece of art in a sense. And it's always really, really fun. So that will bring me a little bit of joy, not a little bit, a lot of it. I'm gonna do steps in between meals already. I've already done 5,000 steps, but I was like, shit, like I'm probably gonna go a little over again. I did like 9.5 yesterday, but I'm gonna try only do 5-minute walks after after each meal, so I don't go over that 8,000. But digestion yesterday was perfect. I think I had like 3 bowel movements. My stomach did not feel heavy, nothing sat heavy. It felt absolutely amazing. Stomach felt really like tighter than normal this morning for sure. The midsection, I could pull the vacuum a lot harder as well, which was a great feeling. I could hold it for way longer too. So that felt really nice. And then as of tomorrow, of course, checking in with Tim again, and then we're digging. So food's gonna get very, very low. It will be. I'm not sure if there's gonna be any changes to PEDs and lipolytics. I assume there will be, but I'll let you guys know. But other than that, gonna crack on with the day, another day of prep. We are officially 3 weeks out as of today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always. And if you made it this far in the video, comment, let's see, comment what your favorite pose is on yourself. There we are, that will be a good one. I'm interested to see which pose you prefer on yourself. For me, it is my spiked abs and thigh, most likely, and or my most muscular side chest or front relaxed. Maybe those are the ones I like. And I like my front relaxed. I don't know, I like a few of my poses, but I think the one that always looks okay is a spiked out quad with the abs and thigh, just because it hides a few of my weak areas. So there's my one, guys. But thank you for your support. YouTube videos are gonna be back in full force. I'm gonna try my best to do 2 to 3 per week. And as we get closer to the show, we will be doing dailies, all right? So take it easy. Love you guys more than you know. And I mean that every single time. You all inspire me so much and motivate me to keep pushing harder and harder and harder, because I'm doing this, yes, for myself, to inspire you guys, most importantly, my clients out there, and any of you who are on a similar path to myself. Just knowing you've got this positive mindset, knowing you're chasing a goal, there is no better feeling than it. You're proving yourself wrong. You're proving yourself that you're able to do things that you probably never thought you could do. There is no better feeling than that. That delayed gratification is one of the best tools or qualities that you can kind of put into your life. And I think once you prove to yourself you can do something once, you've proven it and you can carry on, okay? No matter how hard things may get. That's why I really like to challenge myself and push my body and my mind to the absolute limit, because if I can get through it, then I'm almost certain I can get through everything. And you guys are the same, because guess what? We are all the same, all right? So catch you soon. Love you lots. And 3 weeks out doesn't feel real. Shit. I'm gonna make sure I bring something special for you guys.